Okay, today we're going to do our Unit 2, Notes number 13, which is multiplying polynomials, which is day 2. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth. So first we're going to classify the given polynomial by degree. So if you guys remember, degree is the largest exponent. And then we're going to classify by number of terms. So first one, we have 11x minus 4. So there's no 1 on this x. So this is linear. And then there are 2 terms. This is a binomial. Next one, your biggest exponent is 4, so it is quartic. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so this is a polynomial. Next one, your biggest exponent is 2, so this is quadratic. You have 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. Next one, there's no exponent, or there's no variable, so it's called constant. There's 1 term, so it is a monomial. The next one, I have a biggest exponent of 3, so this is cubic. And it has 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. So hopefully we're getting the hang of identifying our degree and number of terms. So let's now go to our multiplying polynomials review. So let's kind of review multiplying polynomials. Coefficients, we multiply. Exponents, we add. So it's going to stay the same. Okay, so our first one, we have a 2 by 2. So we're going to create our box. 3x and negative 4 and x and a positive 2. So we're going to have 3x times x is 3x squared. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. 3x times 2 is 6x. And then negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Combine like terms, 3x squared. Combine your diagonals, so 6 minus 4 is going to give me 2x. And then negative 8. Next, we have x plus 7 squared. So if you guys remember, if we have this 2, we have to write it twice. So then we're going to create our box. x7, x7. So x times x is x squared. 7 times x is 7x. X times 7 is 7x. And then 7 times 7 is 49. That looks like a really bad 49. Sorry, guys. So you get x squared. 7x and 7x is 14x. And then you have 49. Okay, so that's kind of a review of multiplying polynomials. Now we're going to go a little bit more in depth. So this first one, we have x plus 5 squared, and then this added 2. We're going to add the 2 at the very end. So we need to write this twice. And keep the add 2 at the end. So we're going to multiply these 2 polynomials. X and 5. X and 5. And then I'm going to put this plus 2 right next to the side because I know I'm going to have to combine it with that last term. X times x is x squared. 5 times x is 5x. X times 5 is 5x. And 5 times 5 is 25. For my x. Okay, x squared. 5x and 5x is 10x. And then the last one, we can combine it with that 2. So 25 plus 2 is going to give me 27. So that plus 2 we just add to the very end. We don't really need to worry about it at the beginning. Biggest exponent is 2, so this is a quadratic. And I have 1, 2, 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. Okay, let's go on to the back page. So it looks like we have 5 more examples. Okay, the first one, we have 3 times 2x minus 1 squared. So the first thing you want to do, you have a 2, so let's write it twice. Keep the 3 out in front. Okay, so we wrote 2x minus 1 first. Now this 3, it only gets distributed to the first step, and you have to make sure you distribute it before you start doing your box. So you're going to get 6x minus 3, because 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Then you're going to have 2x minus 1. Now you can create your box. Oh, that's a really big box. Okay. So I have 6x minus 3 and 2x minus 1. The biggest thing is making sure you don't distribute this 3 right off the bat, because then you will get 2 binomials that are 6x minus 3, so that you will get the wrong answer. So we multiply. 2x times 6x is 12x squared. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. 6x times negative 1 is negative 6x. And then negative 3 times negative 1 is a positive 3. And then you're going to get 12x squared. Negative 6x and negative 6x is negative 12x. And then plus a positive 3. So on this, my biggest exponent is 2. This is quadratic. And I have 1, 2, 3 terms, so this is a trinomial. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is as tricky as it gets, you guys. So first thing, I see a 2 right here, so I write it twice. Negative 2 stays out in front. I have x plus 2, x plus 2, and then the plus 4. So again, the plus 4 over here, we're going to leave that till the end. This negative 2 we need to distribute. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So then I have x plus 2 stays the same, and the plus 4. So then I can create my box. We have negative 2x minus 4, and x, and a positive 2. And I'm going to tag on this plus 4 at the end so I don't forget about it. X times negative 2 is negative 2x squared. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 2x times 2 is negative 4x. And negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Then combine your like terms and write them. So you got negative 2x squared. Negative 4 and negative 4 is going to give me a negative 8x. And then I can combine these last two because I have that 4 on the outside. Negative 8 and a positive 4 is going to give you a negative 4. Classification. Biggest exponent is 2, so this is a quadratic. Number of terms, you have 1, 2, 3, so it is a trinomial. Okay, let me know if you have any questions on that one. Next problem. So our first step is we want to distribute this 3x squared. We're just going to distribute it to the first parentheses. We don't distribute it to both, just to the first. So 3x squared times x is going to give me 3x cubed because we add our exponents. 3x times 2 is going to give me 6x. Keep this in parentheses. Then we have x plus 3. So then we have our 2 sets of parentheses, so we create our box. So we have 3x to the third, 6x, x, and a positive 3. So you're going to x times 3x cubed is going to give you 3x to the fourth. 6x times x is going to give you 6x squared. X cubed times 3 is going to give me 9x x cubed, and then 6x times 3 is going to give me 18x. Okay, so this one, if you haven't noticed, everything in your boxes is different. So we're not going to be able to combine anything. So we're just going to have 3x to the 4th plus 9x cubed plus 6x squared plus 18x. The likely we will not see these one. Oh, I ran out of room. Okay, so our biggest exponent is 4. So this is quartic. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a polynomial. So this one's kind of unique because normally it's been a trinomial with a, so this one is a little bit different. Okay, next problem. First step, distribute your -2 just to the first set and keep it in parentheses. So you get -10x minus 6, and then keep your other set of parentheses stays the exact same. So then do your box. -10x and -6, x and +2, and then multiply. X times -10x is -10x squared. -6 times x is -6x. -10x times 2 is -20x. And -6 times 2 is -12. So we get -10x squared. -20 and -6 is -26x. And then -12. Your biggest exponent is 2, which is quadratic. And you have 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. Okay, last problem. So first up, I have nothing in front here, so I can just start by my box. 2x and 4, x and 3. And this -8, remember, I'm going to put it on the end so I don't forget about it. 2x times x is 2x squared. 4 times x is 4x. 2x times 3 is 6x. 4 times 3 is 12. Combine like terms, so 2x squared. 6x and 4x is going to give you a positive 10x. And then 12 minus 8 is going to give you a positive 4. Biggest exponent is 2. So this is a quadratic. You have 1, 2, 3 terms, so it is a trinomial. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions on this. I know this was a lot today, but we had all the types of problems. You guys are good to get started in your homework.